What's up, everyone? This is your boy Ron Klever, your favorite sexual intellectual embodiment, with his latest, yes, Ask Klever video. Alright, let's get this thing started. So, Ask Klever, episode 5. Here we go. Here's our question. Dear Ron Klever, I'm 27 years old, I'm a college graduate, and I'm currently living in Atlanta, Georgia. I am in the closet, and I am privately dating men my family doesn't know. When do you suggest it's best for me to come out the closet to my family and friends? Alright, so that's a very loaded question. And rather than give you the adverse response of, you need to come out the closet, you too old, you should have been out the closet a long time ago, I'm going to tell you what I honestly think if I look at my own life in hindsight. Stay in the closet. Well, not really stay in the closet, but come out in your own time, and when you're ready, know all your ducks in a row. Coming out the closet is a big responsibility, and granted, it is 2016 where you're trying to come out versus it being 1999 when I came out. The world was totally different. But there still is a problem with homophobia, especially in the workplace or amongst your friends and your family. And being in the Bible Belt and you're in a religious family, that can also cause a problem as well. Black people in American families can be kind of rough sometimes when it comes down to coming out with their kids, especially if they come from a Christian background. So I suggest that you take your time coming out. I suggest that you don't make any quick moves that you aren't ready to understand the repercussions of your quick moves. Being out the closet is a social responsibility. So once you are out with the rest of us, you have to be socially accountable for your behavior. And I think that sometimes that as gay people, we forget that for other people who are still trying to come out, that is still a big process. It's still a big deal, especially when you are in a double minority group. And it's really not easy when you're trying to reconcile if it's okay for me to put my job under stress, or my personal life under stress, or my relationship with my family under stress. And you have to really rationalize all those things. I do think, honestly, in the scope of time and when you're comfortable, that if you really want peace of mind, you should be out of the closet. Because it's really one less thing to worry about. But I would never tell somebody to just come out the closet tomorrow just to come out the closet. It's something you have to really think about. And if you really aren't sure or where your family stands on your sexual preference, or if you are dating men, if you're not dating men, or whatever you're dating, it can be kind of hard. Even for me, like, my mom's an extreme liberal, and I still had a tough time coming out, even though, adversely, she came to me and said that she knew versus me having to come to her. So, another thing I think you should do, which is a good suggestion for me personally, is that I think that with your timeline on Facebook, if you're Facebook friends with your family, that you should maybe try to post things around gay topics and about coming out and see how they respond. Or good thing would be like athletes or whatever. Like when Michael Sam, I think his name was Jason, the basketball player at NBA. I watch sports. I think of his name. But yeah, just really feel it out and find your reasons for doing it, because it's not for everybody. And just because you're out of the closet doesn't mean you gotta be at every pride, at every club event, run around. Like, take your time walking into it. Because I know when I first came out, the first thing I wanted to do was run to DuPont Circle and run to the clubs in D.C. That was the first thing I wanted to do. But I realized that I had friends who didn't walk the same line that I did. And I think that's partially because they weren't fully out the closet and didn't have their family support. And for me, I had my family support. And I think that's what makes a huge difference between some gay men to other gay men, is that when you have your family support, you really don't really care what other people really think sometimes, or how you process certain things in your gay experience. So it's really imperative that you really just think it all the way through. Think worst case scenarios, like what happens if your family decides that they want to disown you and not deal with you anymore. You have to really consider those things. What happens if you are in a job, they found out you gay, and something happens, like especially particularly being in the South, that there really aren't a lot of laws to really protect LGBT plus people. So it's really important that you keep your sexual preference out of the workplace, unless you know that you're working for a pro-gay company or pro-LGBT company, or that there's a safe space in your job to be like, okay, that you're gay. And for some reason, people always want to assess that just because I'm talking about the fact that I date men does not mean we're talking about sex in the workplace. If we're talking about something that is regarding gay issues or gay subject matter, it's imperative that people who are gay speak up for each other and speak up for our community. But yeah, if you want to go ahead and come out the closet, of course you have my support. I don't know you personally, but you know, keep up with me. Let me know what's going on. I definitely would always, you know, find a way to facilitate any help that I can possibly give. But that's pretty much it for this video. Of course, if you have any questions, you can email me at, yeah, right there. And make sure you put in the subject line "Ask Klever" so I know to respond to it. But if you follow me on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or Snapchat, which is all under my name, Ron Klever, which is one word, you can leave me a message there and I'll be quick to respond. But until next time, peace.